Level 1. Humble Trainee. You are a boy among men, yet the path of the samurai lies ahead. Your life has been simple: small chores, humble meals, and obedience to your elders. But now you step into the dojo, where honor, discipline, and skill define existence. Every movement is observed, every mistake noted, and every success measured. You are no longer free to act without consequence. Each step is part of a long journey toward mastery. The dojo is austere. Wooden floors echo with the sound of feet striking in practice, and the scent of polished wood mixes with sweat and inked calligraphy. Sensei eyes you with calm scrutiny, his patience deep but unyielding. You are instructed in posture, etiquette, and the philosophy that underpins every strike of the blade. The lessons are rigorous, demanding, and sometimes exhausting. Daily life is repetitive, yet each repetition carries purpose. You bow correctly, kneel in meditation, and carry out chores with attention to detail. Discipline is the foundation of skill. Your hands are trained to grip a wooden sword, your legs to bear weight and balance. Every strike is deliberate, every block precise, every motion guided by focus and control. Failure is immediate and humbling. Pride must be tempered by humility. You observe senior students, noting their fluidity and calm, and you try to emulate them. Progress is slow, and frustration often gnaws at your patience. Yet within this struggle, the seeds of understanding take root. You learn that mastery is not granted by age or rank. It is earned through persistence, attention, and the willingness to absorb every correction. By the end of this stage, you are no longer a boy fumbling with a wooden sword. You understand the basics of stance, movement, and respect. You bow to tradition and accept that the path of the samurai is long, arduous, and filled with trials. Every day strengthens not only your body, but your mind, preparing you to step beyond the dojo and into the challenges that await in the world outside. Humble as you are, you have taken the first step toward greatness. Level 2. Learns sword. The wooden sword feels strange in your hands at first, heavy yet fragile, demanding respect and focus. Each practice begins with repetition: strikes, blocks, footwork, and stances. Sensei watches your every move, correcting, adjusting, and demanding perfection. Mistakes are not tolerated. They are lessons, sometimes painful, but necessary. The sword is not just a weapon. It is an extension of your body, your mind, and your honor. Hours turn into days. Your arms ache, your shoulders burn, and calluses grow on your hands. Yet each strike, each parry, strengthens muscle memory and sharpens reflexes. You learn to breathe in rhythm with motion, to sense the opening before it appears, and to anticipate an opponent's move even before their eyes betray it. Training is relentless, sometimes cruel, and always exacting, but with every session, you feel the subtle connection between yourself and the blade deepen. The philosophy behind the sword is as important as the technique. Sensei teaches patience, humility, and awareness. A samurai does not strike recklessly. Strength without control is meaningless. Speed without precision is wasted. You study the stories of great swordsmen, learning that victory is earned through intelligence, timing, and composure, not brute force alone. Every lesson has a moral, and every lesson is tested on the training floor. You spar with other students. Some are older, faster, or stronger. Some are cunning, using tricks learned over years of practice. You falter, stumble, and fall. But each failure teaches strategy and humility. You begin to see patterns, recognize weaknesses, and adapt quickly. Confidence grows, yet arrogance is tempered. The path of the sword is endless, and mastery is never complete. By the end of this stage, your hands are calloused, your mind focused, and your body aligned with the weapon. You no longer wield a sword blindly. You command it with intention. Movements are fluid, blocks are sharp, and strikes carry weight and purpose. The dojo has transformed from a place of fear and humility into a proving ground where your skill begins to rival your dedication. You are no longer just a student. You are a swordsman in training, poised for the duels and challenges that will soon define your path as a samurai. The horizon is still distant, and countless trials await, but the blade in your hands feels like an extension of your will. Every strike, every stance, every lesson brings you closer to mastery. You have learned to fight, to endure, and to honor the discipline that shapes a samurai. The first spark of true skill ignites within you, promising the rise of a warrior who will one day leave a mark upon the world. Level 3. Wins Duel. The air is thick with tension. Opponents face each other in the training yard, the wooden floor beneath them echoing each breath and footstep. Today, it is your first formal duel. A true test of skill, discipline, and nerve. Every move you have practiced, the stances, the strikes, the blocks, the rhythm of the sword, must now come together in a single, decisive display. Mistakes cannot be hidden. Honor, pride, and the respect of your peers hang in the balance. Your opponent is older and stronger, with years of training behind him. He moves confidently, every step calculated, every strike precise. You feel fear rise, but you channel it into focus. The lessons of sensei echo in your mind: patience, observation, composure. Attack recklessly, and you will fall. Hesitate, and opportunity is lost. The duel is not merely a fight. It is a battle of mind as much as body. Blades clash, ringing through the yard. You move instinctively, trusting the hours of training, letting your body respond before your mind can question. Every parry, every riposte, every feint is deliberate. Sweat stings your eyes, and your arms ache, yet the rhythm of the duel carries you. You read your opponent's intent, anticipate his strikes, and adapt in real time. Victory is no longer a dream. It is a product of skill, discipline, and determination. The duel is long and exhausting. Both of you push limits, testing strength and speed. Each moment demands complete attention. One misstep could end in humiliation, or worse. You feel the weight of the sword as an extension of yourself, and it obeys without hesitation. Strike and block become instinct, movement and breath synchronized. Every lesson from months of training now proves its worth in these crucial moments. Finally, an opening appears. You act decisively, striking with precision and control. Your opponent falls back, acknowledging your skill. The duel is won. Silence follows, broken only by the steady breathing of those who watched. Peers bow in respect, and sensei nods approval. The first real victory is not only physical, it is symbolic. You have proven yourself capable of facing danger with courage, intelligence, and discipline. By the end of the duel, you are no longer just a trainee. Confidence replaces fear, skill begins to replace uncertainty, and respect is earned. You understand now that the path of the samurai is not only about learning techniques, but about mastering yourself. You are ready to lead, to fight, and to face even greater challenges, step by step, ascending towards the ultimate mastery of your craft. Level 4. Commands. Squad victory in your first duel brings not only personal pride, but recognition from your elders and peers. The sensei, impressed by your skill, assigns you leadership over a small squad of trainees. You are now responsible for guiding others, teaching technique, maintaining discipline, and ensuring that your group functions as one. Leadership is not given. It is earned through example, courage, and wisdom. Your squad looks to you for direction. Some are older, some stronger, and some faster, yet all respect the authority your skill and demeanor command. Every decision is crucial, assigning positions during training, correcting mistakes without diminishing morale, and knowing when to push for improvement and when to exercise patience. The weight of responsibility sits heavily on your shoulders. Mistakes are no longer yours alone. They affect others. Daily life is a balance of instruction and demonstration. You show your squad the subtleties of stances, the timing of strikes, the flow between attack and defense. You organize drills that challenge their endurance and sharpen reflexes. You correct improper movements, guiding them to perfection without breaking their confidence. Leadership requires patience, empathy, and understanding the strengths and weaknesses of each member. Beyond physical skill, you instill discipline and honor. You teach that the samurai's path is not just combat, but a code of conduct. Respect for elders, loyalty to comrades, and integrity in all actions are as essential as mastery of the sword. Your example shapes the squad. Your victories inspire them, and your guidance helps them avoid pitfalls that could bring shame or injury. The squad faces challenges together: sparring sessions that test skill, endurance trials that strain body and mind, and small competitions that sharpen focus. You strategize for these exercises, adapting techniques to the abilities of your team. Success is shared, failure is analyzed and learned from. Slowly, a bond forms, built on mutual respect, shared effort, and the understanding that each member's growth strengthens the whole. By the end of this stage, you are no longer just a swordsman, you are a leader. Your decisions affect lives, your guidance shapes skill, and your example defines honor. The path ahead is filled with challenges far beyond the training yard, but now you have the experience, skill, and authority to lead others into those trials. You are a samurai with followers, a warrior who can inspire and command. The journey toward mastery has grown larger, and your influence begins to stretch beyond yourself. Level 5. Defeats enemy clan. The conflict has grown beyond the training yard. Rival clans threaten your village, testing not only your skill, but the loyalty and courage of those who follow you. You are no longer training. You lead men into real combat, where every decision can mean life or death. The battlefield is chaotic, uncertain, and unforgiving, and yet you must remain calm, precise, and decisive. Before battle, you gather your squad and allied warriors. Plans are made, positions assigned, and contingencies considered. Knowledge of terrain, timing, and enemy behavior is crucial. You emphasize discipline. Hesitation or disorganization can cost countless lives. Every warrior trusts your judgment, and they depend on your skill to guide them through the violence to victory. The clash begins with the cry of battle. Arrows whistle through the air, swords clash, and the clash of armor fills your ears. You move at the front, your blade cutting decisively, while directing your squad to flank, defend, and exploit openings. The lessons of training, duels, and leadership converge. Strategy, timing, and instinct become one in your hands. The enemy is strong, their warriors skilled, but your leadership and preparation give you the advantage. You anticipate their movements, respond to attacks, and adapt to surprises with speed and clarity. Your squad fights as a unit, executing maneuvers you designed. Coordination, discipline, and morale turn chaos into advantage. Each victory against a small enemy group strengthens confidence, pushing the larger enemy back. By the end of the day, the enemy clan is defeated, their forces routed or captured. The victory is not without cost. Injuries, loss, and exhaustion mark the battlefield. Yet your leadership is proven. You have led others to success, inspiring loyalty and fear in equal measure. You are no longer simply a samurai. You are a commander, a tactician, and a symbol of honor and strength. This victory marks a pivotal step. You have moved from skilled swordsman to proven leader. You understand that the way of the samurai extends beyond individual skill. It requires strategy, guidance, and the ability to inspire others in the face of danger. The path ahead is larger, the challenge is greater, but you have earned the right to rise. Your reputation spreads, and whispers of your skill reach distant lands. The horizon calls, and you are ready to meet it. Level 6. Master Swordsman. Years of battle, training, and leadership have refined you. Every strike, block, and maneuver flows with instinct, precision, and power. You no longer hesitate. Your blade moves as an extension of your body, your mind anticipating every possible attack before it occurs. Villages whisper of your skill, allies follow your command without question, and rivals avoid crossing your path. You are a swordsman without equal. Your reputation is hard-earned. You have fought duels, commanded squads, and defeated enemy clans. Each victory sharpened your instincts, each defeat taught humility, and each challenge strengthened discipline. The path of mastery is never complete. There is always another lesson, another rival, another moment to prove yourself. Yet now, the years of effort, sweat, and focus converge. You are recognized as a master, your skill evident in every move. With mastery comes responsibility. Students and younger warriors seek your guidance. You teach them stances, timing, and strategy, shaping the next generation. Leadership blends with skill. Every demonstration is both lesson and proof of your capability. You embody the principles of the samurai: honor, discipline, loyalty, and courage. The blade is not just weapon. It is the measure of your mind and spirit. Battles now test more than your strength. Strategy, observation, and intuition are essential. You read the battlefield as a chessboard, predicting enemy actions, coordinating allies, and exploiting openings with subtlety. Foes learn to fear your presence even before the fight begins. Sensing that skill, experience, and calm decisiveness define every move you make. By the end of this stage, you have transcended ordinary skill. You are no longer merely a warrior. You are a master swordsman, a guide for others, and a figure whose name inspires respect and caution. The journey toward the ultimate title, the greatest samurai, is near, and every step has prepared you for the challenges ahead. You have earned mastery not through luck, but through relentless practice, courage in battle, and unwavering discipline. Level 7. Greatest Samurai. The path is complete. Years of training, battles, and leadership have shaped you into a warrior without equal. Your name is known across provinces, respected by allies, and feared by enemies. You are the embodiment of the samurai way: discipline, honor, skill, and unwavering courage. Every movement, every decision, every strike carries the weight of experience and the precision of mastery. You have faced countless duels, commanded squads, and defeated enemy clans. Now, entire regions seek your counsel in war and strategy. Your blade is legendary, feared by foes who once laughed at your youth, and admired by students who aspire to follow in your footsteps. You move with the calm confidence of one who has faced death many times and survived, learning from every encounter. Leadership is now both responsibility and instinct. You train the next generation, shaping warriors in skill and spirit. You mediate disputes, enforce honor, and guide entire villages in defense and strategy. Your presence alone inspires courage in those who fight alongside you. You are both protector and mentor, a living example of what a samurai must be. Enemies still rise, testing your limits, yet they fall before your strategy and blade. Battles are swift and decisive, each move calculated to minimize loss and maximize advantage. Your mind reads the battlefield as easily as your hand commands the sword. Victory is inevitable, not from arrogance, but from experience, skill, and understanding of both human nature and the art of war. By the end of this journey, you are no longer just a swordsman or a commander. You are the greatest samurai, a legend whose deeds inspire loyalty, fear, and admiration. The path that began with humility and training has carried you to mastery and influence, shaping not only your destiny, but the destiny of all who follow your example. Your name is etched in history, a symbol of the ultimate warrior, whose honor and skill define the way of the samurai.